Monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor.
Now that I know my blood pressure numbers, I talked with my doctor. We're getting those numbers down.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Learn more at manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Nebraska football opens their season on Thursday, August 28th in Kansas City, and you can be a part of the best pregame tailgate party with Blur Events, live from Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals. Doors open 4 hours before kickoff with a live DJ promoting interactive competitions and giveaways, tailgate games like cornhole, flip cup, and beer pong, access to ballpark concessions, and available air conditioning. Book your tickets today at blurevents.com/Kansas City and hang with 93.7 The Ticket on the scene prior to Nebraska versus Cincinnati on August 28th.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. This is Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson, BHS LLC. And as always, joined on the ones and twos with Harrison. Always appreciate him being in studio. How you doing this morning, Harrison?
I'm good, Pete. We survived the storm. So I know we're talking about that off air, but 2 days, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone started building an ark after last night, the way the rains were coming down, torrential floods. But no, it's nice to see the sun is out today. It's nice. It's calmed down a little bit. And, surprisingly as bad as like all the storms were, I know hopefully everyone's doing better now and everyone's got their power back. Haven't seen anything too horrible yet. I know there has been a few tough stories out there, but just thoughts and prayers. I'm sure there might be a few bad situations going on out there, but luckily everyone I know is in good health. Didn't have to run anything. Know some tornado sirens went off in Omaha though.
Yeah, well, they had some last night. They said kind of in Lincoln and Creed. I slept through last night's component. I heard some of it, but the sirens went off. And like you said, I want to echo everything, our sentiments. I know there was a life that was lost and another individual still in serious condition. And so, for those that were impacted, regretfully, you never want to see that happen. And so taking those things serious when they occur, but for the safety of those individuals, definitely if you've been impacted in a negative way, our thoughts and hopes and well wishes are with you. And then still just continue to be careful out there. I think sometimes it's the aftermath, as you're seeing people clean up branches, cutting things down, moving some of those things. If you see, power lines and things like that exposed, don't try to handle that yourself. Call the professionals. And then just want to thank all those individuals, especially LES, the people that came in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really were putting in some hours and doing some work. I think sometimes we forget about the stuff behind the scenes to make stuff happen. And really, LES, got to give credit, have some individuals that work over there and know them. And we're in the former LES building, ironically, but they, from Jumpstart, even before it happened, we're like putting in the time to say, hey, keeping people updated. We're working, we're getting there as quickly as we can. Please stay safe. And so thank you to those individuals that were behind the scenes to make the scenes actually happen.
Yeah. It's crazy. We always forget about those people until we need them. And then when we need them, it's absolutely deserved to give them the praise because we don't probably give it enough all the time. And same thing with all the medical units. I remember that first night, particularly the second night, it was still bad. Don't get me wrong, but not as bad. Right. I think the wind was quite died down.
90 miles an hour.
Yeah. First night was 90. I think the second night, maybe 15 at the most.
You say just 15. Like just, when you sit there, you start 90? Doing the math thing from 90 to 15. You're like, it was just it was just an easy trim night going on.
Yeah.
But like you said, you think about that. I was telling you off air, I did a post and all of a sudden our screen door, got off the hinges and just was slamming against the house. And I was just like, boom, boom. And I was like, all I could think was, that's a claim. That's a claim. And then you the smokers flying off the deck. And again, all small world problems in the scope of things. I went running that morning and went through it and just saw, people cutting limbs and things like that. So thankfully nobody was injured. But again, please continue to stay safe out there. It is that time of year where you're going to see those drastic weather shifts. And that's really nothing to play around with. I know in college and stuff, I used to make kind of jokes like, oh, go to the roof or we do this. And, it is not a movie, whether Mother Nature is undefeated, in a lot of things. And so I think for, even being in my years, I have to remember that. And so, again, we've seen too many tragedies and we don't need to kind of tempt fate on some things. Please take it serious. Please take those warnings seriously as they go through. 93.7 The Ticket will always keep you up to date on that because that is the that is the priority. And so, again, it is bigger than the score and our thoughts and well wishes are with those, not only here in Lincoln, but throughout the country.
Yeah, and go help your neighbors as well. Perfect time to go greet yourself in the community. If you got an elderly neighbor and she's got branches, stuff all over her front yard.
Yeah.
Lend a helping hand. Yeah, I'm sure you won't be the only one lending a hand. Pretty soon you'll get the whole community out there on the road. And Lincoln and Nebraska as a whole is really good about that. So, I'm not going to talk about the weather. This is not a full-on weather report, but just want to say
we're not the Ken Shimmicks of the, we're looking for somebody's job. The Weather Channel, we're going to go ahead and incorporate that. But a lot of stuff going on. Weekend has been great. I mean, again, you think about the transition, but you got football, a lot of the preseason football. I think almost everybody's kicking off by the end of today. We'll have a game or so under their belt. I won't, I see a piggy bank up here that I think was strategically placed by DP and the crew. So
I kind of wondered. I don't know.
Yeah, I won't go ahead and throw up in my mouth right now. But with that being said, but you've seen that, and so it's great to kind of see some names.
70-yard field goal too, which was pretty awesome.
70-yard field goal. Shedeur Sanders, proven, either people right, wrong, however you want. The cool part, daughter went to Northwest Missouri State, and so the 2 touchdowns he threw was to Caden Davis, and so he's a Northwest Missouri State product. And so for me, when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. So when you start making, especially, I was thinking about relationships and how they absolutely matter. You're doing those third team, second team reps or whatever else. And this is a person that's probably a first teamer in a lot of different places. All of a sudden, how does that end up impacting you? Like, okay, you're my favorite receiver. You're somebody I have comfortability with. All of a sudden you start seeing an individual start getting stats. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's on the cusp of making the team. Like, he's bumping somebody else out of a position. He's not going to be the first receiver by any means, but all of a sudden, let's just say Shedeur does play. And he's like, I've got comfortability with so-and-so. That person starts slotting into the third, fourth, receiver. So you start seeing those trickle down benefits. I got the opportunity yesterday. I went up to, thanks to David Honans and just PGA, to go see the Pinnacle Bank Championship.
Oh, nice.
If you saw the pictures from the morning, tore up. The course was tore up, but that's the difference where you can tell between just kind of an amateur type event, and I don't say amateur, but like the youth league.
Yeah,
I almost said a name, but it's like,
something.
Hey, we're going to cancel. We're not going to have, you get the phone calls. The parents, are we going to play today? There is no question we weren't playing. That course was immaculate. They pushed tee times back, but it was just really, it was cool. I mean, the station has a lot of individuals that are golfers, AD, Nick, Jay,
Sorensen, he'd be upset if you don't call him out for it.
But the bottom line is there's a difference between professionals and the average Joe.
That is true.
And they were out there staking shots. The course was immaculate. Thanks, congrats to them. It was fun to just see, what professionals are like and to see that each year. So looking forward, I'm going to hopefully have a couple of the youth golfers for the PGA Youth Golf, Connor Honans and a couple other people on here on a future show.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
They were competing, and it was just cool to watch, like these young ones putting and chipping and just striking the ball. And it's just talk about their experience being lined up next to the pros.
Text line's always, I'll tell you what, you bring the golfers on. We had Megan Whitaker and Lindsay Teeley. Big Red Birdies, and they had a golfing show. Did really well because people just loved getting golf tips. People are just like, hey, what do I do here? What swings do I need? What training do I need to do here? So you bring those guys on there, we'll promote that, and I'm sure we'll get flooded by people wanting to improve the golf game a little bit.
We're gonna have them on. It inspired me to go to the range today. I'm not gonna do full 18, but I'm gonna do the range, and then I'm gonna get some golfing in here later this week with some of the on-air personalities. But with that being said, we got the start of school going on, and I always, I look forward to just hearing the perspective. We talked last week and enlightened you about what a trapper keeper was. You're still at a loss.
That's
of that.
A folder, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Come on, that long-term, that necessity of going back to school. But we have 2 scholars when we talked about just entrepreneurs going out and helping people doing things. And we've got Jaden and we've got Miley in studio, 2 scholars that will be gearing back to go back to school this week. But in the meantime, they are individuals who have made the most of their time, not only in the classroom, but outside of the classroom. And I don't want to just say they're entrepreneurs. I labeled the show from art to trash bin cleaning, and they're going to enlighten us a little bit about that. But I want to welcome both of you all in the studio. How you doing today?
Doing good. I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. And we've got Miley doing a little something we're going to present a little bit later on, but she's going to be working throughout the show on something pretty cool here. But why don't we go ahead and start with you, Jaden? Jaden, go ahead. Miley, you can go ahead and get that. No, Jaden, go ahead and tell us a little bit about who you are and just tell us a little bit about your journey. Have you always lived in Lincoln? Who's Jaden?
My name is Jaden, and I've always lived in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I started Jaden's Bin Bliss so I can save up for a bike that I really wanted.
Okay. And so Harrison said you save up for the bike. Was that bike to ride to school? Was it, because it's not, I think we all think about our what is it, motocross. We think about our mongoose bike or whatever else. I saw a picture of this bike. And so is it one that you can drive to school?
Yeah, I have driven it to school.
Oh, okay. We got well, what kind of bike is it?
It's called a 2DO.
Okay. Give those of us who are not in the mainstream, what is that?
It's like an electric, like kind of dirt bike almost.
Okay.
Oh, I bet that's a lot of fun. Those electric bikes today, it's crazy how fast they cruise. And I haven't had like a nice one like that, but I'm a little jealous of what the kids got today. That sounds awesome.
You got to tell us what's the mileage? What are not miles per hour?
37, but don't worry, I don't hit top
Whoa. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and that's faster than what the school zones are, and local law enforcement will be policing here in the next couple of days. So with that, so tell us who makes up your family?
My mom, my dad, and I think, what is it, 4 brothers or 5?
Okay,
4.
and we're gonna give you permission. Go ahead and give us their names if you want.
So my oldest brother Trey, his name's Trey.
Okay.
My youngest are like all my others, Elijah, Amari, and Kason.
Okay, and who makes up the adulting people in the house?
My mom and dad.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said adulter. The adulting people in the house. Wow. Give us their names.
Oh, Drew and Victoria.
Fantastic. And any grandparents, any other people you got to give a shout out to that are listening? What? Come on now. I don't want people being bitter.
My granny.
Who's that?
Allison Booker.
All right, fantastic. All right, and we got Miley in the house, and
Hello.
Miley is our resident artist. And Miley, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about your journey. Have you always lived in Lincoln? Tell us about your journey.
Yeah, I've always lived in Lincoln. I was actually born in Sioux City though.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to say my story is just I'm just like almost above average person, like and definitely in school as well. Art is a hobby I picked up many years ago, but didn't pursue it until at least middle school.
Awesome. Like that. And tell us who makes up your crew. Who makes up the family?
I want to say my friends and my own family, especially all my little siblings.
Okay. You want to give them a shout out by name, or you want to like, this is my time. I'm not putting out their names in this space.
I got too many to put out names.
Okay. What about the people that are the adults in your life that are kind of helping lift you up right now? Who are those people?
I would definitely say my grandma. She's my guardian and the person who raised me almost all my life.
Yeah, put her name out there.
Valencia.
Awesome. And anybody else, if they could be here, that you're like, okay, man, they're sitting in these chairs, listening to me, help lifting me up.
My uncle and my aunts, definitely. They, like I said, they also have been around my entire life as well. Yeah.
I love that. So want to know a little bit more about you. You kind of shared a little bit that art, but like, what's something that brings you joy? And if it's art, tell us why does that bring you so much joy?
A lot of things bring me joy, man. Like all my hobbies, like especially music. I love music.
Okay. So we're big. What music? What type of music?
K-pop.
Okay. Favorite group, artist out there?
Stray Kids.
Okay. Like that. Any knowledge on that, Harrison?
I know it's catching some traction. I think it's maybe I'm wrong on that, but I feel like it's more popular than ever right now. I have not fully gone into the loop yet, though.
I don't think it's made the list on when I'm thinking about the morning show. They do a song where they rate the song and everything. So if you're going to give like Bill Bush, Steve Sipple, Sorensen, give them a song that they need to have reviewed in the morning, which song would it be?
I can't really think of them. I love all their music.
Okay.
Man.
So anyone from the band?
Yeah, anyone.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and give that recommendation to them. So that music and things bring you joy. Why so much? Why does that like just elevate you and lift you when you get to engage with music?
It just makes me more happier. Like it can be any genre, man. Like I just love like when I listen to music, I don't really pay attention to the lyrics. I mostly pay attention to the beat of the music. And if I like it, I'll listen to it 24/7.
Like that. What about you, Jaden? What brings you joy?
My brothers and just riding my bike around.
Okay, so he said siblings. Right off the bat, Harrison. We haven't had that before, right? You know, they're like, okay, so your brothers, what do your brothers do that kind of lift you up?
We just kind of like do a lot of stuff together, like playing sports outside, like soccer, football, basketball. Just do a lot of stuff.
Okay. And what is you sports team wise? What like you said soccer, basketball, etc. Do you have a favorite sport so far? And then just a team that you're a ride or die with?
I play for soccer.
Okay.
Soccer team, yeah.
Okay, so soccer's your thing.
Uh-huh.
Favorite player?
Messi.
Okay. Favorite team?
Real Madrid. It's like a club.
Okay. Yeah, he's like a club. Like he's enlightening me. We're on 93.7 The Ticket, a sports talk show. I know what Real Madrid is. No, I appreciate that. So if you're an entrepreneur, both of you are in a lot of ways. But before we get into that, I kind of want to know just what's something that a moment that you've had that you're just like, okay, like this was the jump starter to me thinking I'm going into business or I want to do something for me. What was a moment you had, Jaden, that you were like, okay, you talked about the bike. And so I think it's going to stem a little bit to that. But what's a moment you're like, you know what? I'm about to go ahead and do this thing.
I don't know. I was just kind of sitting around one day thinking of what I could do to like get something that I really wanted. And I was just kind of scrolling on TikTok and I was like just looking for ways I could start a business, and I thought of trash can cleaning.
Okay. So I'm interested in that. We're going to get into the next segment, but you talked about trash can cleaning, and I kind of want to know like why trash cans? Because I think people are out there being like, okay, that's unique, but what? I mean, was it a stinky one at home? Was it your parents were like, hey, you got to clean the trash cans? You're like, I ain't doing this without getting paid. So I'm going to turn this into a lucrative opportunity for me.
Well, I thought that there wasn't a lot of people really in Nebraska or Lincoln that, did trash can cleaning. So I thought I could be maybe the first person to.
Okay. I like that. Miley, before we go to break, so, there's 3 C's of entrepreneurship. Okay. There's 3 C's of it. One's curiosity, connection, and then the other one's creating value. Talk to me about with your art, which of those 3 C's are like the thing that really like said, okay, yeah, and it was curiosity that spoke to me, or art provided me the opportunity to make a connection, or I feel like I create value when I do my art. Which one of those 3 C's kind of got you linked in to being kind of an art entrepreneur?
To me, I would say none, but
Okay.
I feel like creativity would be more in there. Like, especially with my, like in third grade. Yeah, third grade. I showed a lot more interest in art, and my art teacher actually saw that, and I feel like he kind of jump started that. And cuz like one day he saw me like either drawing or doing something, and he's like, "Hey, would you love to get a notebook and you fill that notebook and with all your drawings and stuff, and then you bring it back to me, I'll give you a reward and I'll give you a new notebook." And yeah, I feel like that definitely jump started it a bit. I did finish that notebook. I still have that notebook.
What was the teacher's name?
Yeah.
His name was Bob Reeker.
Bob Reeker.
Okay.
Shout out.
Bob Reeker had actually just recently retired
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. So definitely a shout out. Like I said, Harrison, I appreciate you putting that signal boost out there for Bob Reeker, who got your notebook, and let him know again, the notebook's filled.
Yep, the notebook's still filled. I still have it in my room.
Awesome, like that. Hey, we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to be back with 2 scholar entrepreneurs from art to cleaning trash bins with Jaden and Miley.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. Go bold this summer and fall with endless possibilities. Stop in now for the best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coats, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store. MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Back to live coverage of Nebraska high school basketball on 90.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
MHC isn't new, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can also handle your commercial moves as well. There's never fees on trucks, stairs, elevators, long carry, and last-minute booking, and no trip or fuel charges. Also no upcharge on weekends, and they do offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2. Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Life changes, and sometimes that means changing where you call home. Whether you're downsizing, growing your family, relocating, or facing tough times, you shouldn't navigate it alone. I'm Laura Bonta-Bush with Woods Rose Realty, and I'm here to guide you with all your real estate needs. As wife of football coach Bill Bush, I understand the importance of teamwork and making sure you are supported every step of the way with honesty, integrity, and compassion. If you're looking for a game plan to buy or sell your home, text or call me at 402-525-0843. That's 402-525-0843.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Hopefully you and I agree that you should do everything you can to save your marriage. Divorce is hard, expensive, and its outcome is usually not all you hope for. However, when doing everything has failed, when divorce remains as your last option, consider Cordell & Cordell as your first choice to help you through the divorce process to a better place on the other side. We've been a partner men can count on for more than 30 years. Let us be that partner for you.
The attorneys at Cordell & Cordell work to help men maximize their role in their children's lives. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Lincoln area attorneys, a partner men can count on. 402-858-3220. That's 402-858-3220. Online at CordellCordell.com. That's CordellCordell.com. Office in downtown Lincoln. 1221 N Street, Suite 801, Lincoln, Nebraska 68508.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson BHS LLC, and then also on the ones and twos with Harrison. And Harrison, want to make some announcements, and how can people also get in touch with us if they want to?
Yeah, absolutely. 402-464-5685. And I know we normally have Royals ready to go, but unfortunately, due to the weather, we're trying to get some things fixed, tweaked up so we can carry those games. Well, I shouldn't say we. On the other end, I gotta think they got to get some things figured out there. So nonetheless, hopefully we can get that figured out. And if not by today, sooner than later. But on the positive side, we'll be live locally the entire time, and Sundays are loaded with local live shows. So you guys won't be left alone with just the national radio signal. Like I said, 402-464-5685, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961 to follow the streams in case the Royals do kick on and we get that signal back. But that's just house clearing notes I got for the beginning for anybody who is wondering about the Kansas City Royals game.
No, and awesome. Appreciate the people here at the Ticket as they, when you have that catalog of live programming, everything, even the repeats, the reruns you just capture something new. And so appreciative of that, and just kind of how the station's formatted in order to not just go completely off the air, but also provide you with just quality programming. So take some of those reruns in, take some of the fresh programming that's coming in today, and the Ticket will be up and going here. So with that being said, also want to just give a quick shout out to Magic. He dropped in, and it's always good to see him. He actually has some storm related things he's going to take care of. He showed me that he has to get a pump started to go ahead and take some water out of a foundational piece that they're doing. And so he showed me that picture. So Magic, always great to have you drop in, and I always appreciate your support. But we are joined in studio. I'm calling this episode Entrepreneurs from Art to Trash Bin Cleaning. If you have not, you're thinking the title like, okay, that just seems a little odd. Our guests both embody some of those things at the highest level. We've got Miley, who is an accomplished artist, who just gave a shout out to a former teacher, Mr. Reeker, in third grade, who kind of gave her a jump start. And then we've got Jaden of Jaden's Bin Bliss. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Jaden Bin Bliss. And so we just asked them about like kind of those 3 C's of entrepreneurship: curiosity, connections, creating value. But there's a stat, and it's kind of interesting to me that it shows from from the Brian Hamilton Foundation and research from Engine Insight. It shows that teens remain open to becoming entrepreneurs and starting business despite an impact of COVID in the U.S. 2/3, 66% of teens between the ages of 13 and 17 said they were likely to consider starting a business or becoming an entrepreneur as an adult. A similar survey in 2017 showed that members, nearly the same percentage of teens, 69%, were willing to start a business. And in that 2020 survey, 1,000 teens was conducted from May 14th to May 20th of 2020. And so I'm interested, Jaden, why would you feel like 66% of teens in your age group would be interested in likely considering to start a business?
Maybe to like get something that they really want or want to, I don't know, like just get. And that's like the only way maybe they can get that thing in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you talked about like, that may be the only way they can consider getting something like Miley, I want you to answer that question. Like for me, because we talk about entrepreneurship, you talk about ideas, you have opportunities in school, but like entrepreneurship isn't kind of a mainstay in school, like going to math, science, and English, start your business, like be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an athlete, et cetera, et cetera. So why would so many people say like, I just want to be a business owner?
I'll definitely first off saying I was one of those people as well.
Okay.
Like, I definitely had ideas from about 8 years old to still now too. Like, if I ever wanted, like, one of my first thoughts was if I ever had my own business, it would definitely be doing this, and it was mostly for money, so that way I knew that I had something for when I wanted things, especially like new supplies, like yeah, definitely like that, or like something that makes me happy, like reading or maybe some beads because I do like to bead a little bit.
Like that. Talk about like some of the skills that go into what you're doing. So artwork and beading. I mean, I've got to assume that it's not something you just like, kind of like athletics. You just don't go in and you're perfect the first time you do it. So what are some of the skills, characteristics, patience you might need to grow and get better at your craft?
For skills for art, I would say everybody starts off a little bit somewhere. And like maybe they get inspiration from like other artists, animations, TV shows, or maybe games. I know some people like to get art styles off of games. And as time goes on, you can either perfect them or you can keep drawing the way you do. You get more skills and you learn more if you like take what you know and apply even more to it. And I forgot where I heard this from, but I've heard the very good advice from someone on the internet saying if you take like a big artist and you and you like study their art and you do their art, see what you're good at, you can apply that to your own art and see if it changes or if you want to stay the same, basically. That's what I did for many years too. Like I seen different arts, I'm like, oh yes, I love this. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and see if I like it. And I would practice that and practice that, and then I would move on to the next thing.
I love how you start like taking bits and pieces from other people, but also making it your own.
Yeah.
And then so you have your piece.
It's inspiration.
Love that. Love that. Jaden, what about you? So you are cleaning trash bins. Okay. And I just like, as we sit there and Harris and I are like, okay, cleaning trash bins. Like, what was your inspiration for that?
I don't know. I really just wanted a bike, and I knew it was gonna take some hard work to get it, and I really wanted to be able to get that bike. So I just thought if I wanted to get this bike, I'm gonna have to find something to do to be able to get it.
So what goes into like cleaning trash bins? Okay. So, I mean, outside of like, I've seen some of your pictures, coming out of front a local establishment with cleaning supplies and this, that, and the other. I'm going to assume there's got to be an art, just like she said, with being an artist. Like, you don't just go in and just say, hey, let me borrow your hose and I'm going to clean it out and then walk away. What goes into this process?
Communicating, like talking with people, not just, going there and cleaning the trash, because you have to talk with them. I think I've learned more skills to like communicate and talk with people, and I don't get like as nervous talking to other people I've never met before.
So if we're setting this up, okay, so Harrison's got a house. He's been throwing some random stuff in his trash bin.
No can liners. It's nasty.
Yeah, it's stinking. The storm was happening. He was just going to let it go down the street, hoping it just never came back. How do you set up like, hey, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to clean up. The phone call's happening. Go.
So first I kind of just get there. I set up my pressure washer, and my extension cord to like help turn on the pressure washer. And I get their hose and hook it up to my pressure washer, or sometimes they bring mine. But and then I spray like chemicals inside to let it sit and let it help get stains out. And then I just kind of go over with some soap and water, rinse it all out, and then I dump it out. But I usually, any other trash that comes out, I get a glove and just put it in a trash bag, because you don't want that going down the sewage and staying in the street. And then
environmentally friendly. Jaden's bin bliss.
And then I just put on like one extra more chemicals, like pool chlorine helps get it out, and it's called Simple Green. It's like a cleaning product.
Okay.
And then I rinse it out again. And once I get it all the stuff out, I just start drying it. And then at the end I spray in some like stuff to make it smell good. So I don't know. The customers always like how it smells. So
So when they're done, you can say, "Hey, come here. Put your head in here. Just put your head in." I know, trust me. That's when you know they come out and they're like, I mean, now in a safe way. I'm not saying with the chemicals and everything. I know there's some parameters, but they love the smell of it afterwards, right?
yeah.
Okay. So what is probably the best piece? And I want to start with you. What is the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
I would say never give up. I know a lot of people say that, but it really is true.
Okay. Never give up. Miley, what about you? Best piece of advice you've ever received?
I've received a lot of good advice from people. They all stick with me.
Give me one.
I'm trying to think of
Oh,
one.
okay.
There's
we've got you
so
multitasking here too.
Yep.
We got a surprise for Harrison at the end. So
there's so many.
well, I'll come back because I want to as you finish something. Jaden, what's a piece of advice that, as people are going back to school right now, what's a piece of advice that you would give to your peers? And by that I mean people, kindergarten to, let's just say 20 some years old.
Like while they're in school?
Just in general, like what's just a piece of advice that you'd give to them? You have your whole crew out here in front watching you on 93.7 The Ticket. What's just a piece of life advice that you'd give to them as an entrepreneur and a business owner?
Maybe like just pay attention in school.
Okay. I think the teachers there'll be educators who definitely
Yeah.
appreciate that. For you, Miley, you're part of a couple different groups and different things that, I also get to be involved in with you. What's a piece of advice that you would give to educators? And when I speak about educators, I don't mean just about the math, science, and English teacher, the principal. Educator can be a bus driver. An educator can be a lunchroom person, art teacher. What's a piece of advice that you'd give to educators going into this school year?
This would also be my best advice. Be open-minded for anything and everything.
Love that. Give an example of what that looks like, because I think sometimes we say it and everybody has their own determination of what that is. So what does being open-minded look like?
I feel like being open-minded would be like, say your kid or like yourself or maybe a friend, they're taking in a new hobby and you can be open-minded with it. You can support them with it. And I know a lot of people change their mind as well, like throughout their life. Like say you want to be a Olympic champion as a kid, you might change your mind later on, like, oh no, never mind, I want to be a doctor.
I like that. That changing of mind, I think sometimes it's looked down upon. And I think that Harris and I, we're still changing our mind about things on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You don't want to just force yourself to be in a spot where you're not happy. So it's always okay to change your mind. That's absolutely totally good advice.
Love that. So Jaden, we, cleaning trash bins. I want you to promote your business a little bit. How if people want that service? One, who needs your service? Who needs your service? The stinky trash can person, the clean trash can person, just who needs you?
Honestly, I would just say people that don't want to do it are
that's everybody.
Answer.
So your phone lines are coming up. We'll get that information.
I don't think they'd want to do it, but also maybe they don't have the stuff to do it, or they don't want to just, go buy a new pressure washer just to clean their trash cans. And I can just do it for them for cheaper.
Like that. So what does that whole setup look like? You talked about how, you bring the chemicals, this, that, and the other. How do they get in touch with you? Is that Facebook? Is it, and I'll post some of this information, but how do you respond? School starting up. So I did talk to mom a little bit. I said 93.7 The Ticket has a large audience and a large range. So is there places that you don't go? Or are you willing to go to Hawaii and clean a trash can? We have people that listen in Dubai. I mean, what are the limitations as well for those that are listening?
I mean,
He's like, I'm going. Mom's like, stop. We'll go to Dubai and clean a trash can. All right. We will mileage the federal rate and we will fly to Dubai. You may not be going, Jaden, but your dad and I are going.
I mean, I don't know. We've been pretty far. Like, I think we've been almost to Omaha.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not like almost, but it was a pretty long drive, like 30-minute drive. It was really far.
Okay. So do your folks try? Now, I know you didn't ride the bike, did you? Oh, okay.
I mean, I do ride my bike when it's in the neighborhood.
Okay.
And I just have like a backpack and a bag with my stuff in it. So
I'm just seeing this, like, obviously he's like, no, I rode it to Omaha. Mom's up here pounding on the window. Oh, nah, that bike's going. It's 37 miles an hour. You can still get there in a decent amount of time.
So is this a one-man operation right now? Because I see you got the uniform as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you got to stand up a little bit and see if maybe Harrison can see if he can get that, because we got to see. You got T-shirts and everything. You got merch.
Oh, there it is. That's perfect.
Yeah, it's really just this T-shirt. I got like a pin.
Move your hand real quick. So we want to go. Awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Got the shirt and everything. So to answer Harrison's question, is this just you? Is this like a family? Who have you invited friends?
Like to help me with the business?
Yeah.
No, it's just me and my mom, because my mom like helps me, can like talk with my customers. She helps me with my Facebook, and yeah, she helps a lot.
Okay, well, we'll get that all that information. The Facebook, we'll get you online, how they can get in touch with you. So, Miley, question for you. So you're over here, you're busy. People are like, oh man, I don't know if she's paying attention. Miley, tell us what you're doing right now.
I'm drawing.
Oh, okay. So she is drawing. Who are you drawing?
I'm drawing Harrison over there.
Oh, okay.
There
You're
we
gonna real
go.
test of it. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Are we redoing the fashion too, or is this just like?
I don't know. I don't know what your fashion taste is, man.
I don't know either. I've been told
All
it
I
needs to
see is
change
a
a
shirt,
lot.
and I'm like, okay, that's simple. That's good. A shirt, regular shirt.
So going with that, like, what do you like in subjects? So like in Harrison, what do you see as a subject? What are you trying to capture?
I'm trying to capture at least like their features, like maybe say their face, or like if something stands out to me, I'm like, yeah, I gotta draw that on them as well. Like right now, it's his headphones. I drew his headphones.
How tricky is it when you draw in the face? Like, did it take you a long time to figure out how to do that? Because I see, I've watched some people do it, and it takes them a lot of frustration. I feel like is what I see when people
Definitely.
are trying to do faces for the first time.
Yeah, I want to say two of the hardest things for me is the nose and the mouth, because you gotta either align them or it's gonna look a little funny. It might be a little funny, like definitely. And some people might say the eyes as well, because the trick is you gotta draw them both at the same time a little bit, because if you draw one, then you try to draw the other, it's not gonna come out right.
Huh.
Unless you're really skilled, man.
I never got that far in art, so I couldn't tell you.
I was gonna say I stick figures. My mom.
Thunderbolt is where I peaked.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you do it up or do you do it down?
Down.
Down. Okay, that's always a $20,000 question. The Thunderbolt up, down, or sideways.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I just made it up.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be on the ACT, and obviously it didn't show up. So you saw where I'm at. So one of the things is give us a goal that you're glad that you never gave up on.
Being kind to others.
Being kind to other people. Like, what does that look like for you? Outside of, obviously, you've got this business, you're cleaning trash cans, obviously the communication. I mean, you've got a smile. I think the last 3 weeks we've had people in here with smiles that just don't quit. Like, how do you show kindness to others when you come into space?
Really, like, just like kind of the small things, like holding the door for people, or like when I'm at school, just asking people how their day is going, or really outside of school too. And yeah.
Awesome. And Miley, we're going to close with this, and then we'll do the unveiling of Harrison's art piece in the third segment. What is a goal that you're glad, that you never gave up on?
Trying new things, because I feel like I definitely try so many new things. Like origami. That's something I picked up a little bit, especially like I was obsessed for like a year for making little paper origami stars.
I like that obsession there. I might have to try that.
Yeah.
I can do the paper planes.
Nice.
With, the Air Force wings and everything else. Yeah. Hey, with that, we'll be right back on the third segment of 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger the Score with Peter Ferguson.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Make bill paying a breeze with Text to Pay. LDS texts you 1 week before your bill's due date. Just reply to the text to pay. It's that easy. Log into your account at les.com to sign up today.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
MHC isn't new, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can also handle your commercial moves as well. There's never fees on trucks, stairs, elevators, long carry, and last-minute booking, and no trip or fuel charges. Also no upcharge on weekends, and they do offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden Bay crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Back to Bigger Than the Score with Peter Ferguson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, Bigger Than the Score. This is Peter Ferguson, and joined on the ones and twos with Harrison. And we've had, as usual, on Sunday mornings, this is a highlight with profiling scholars that are, like we said, just bigger than the score. And we've had Jaden in talking about Jaden's Ben Bliss. And then we got Trey. He's like, what an amazing young man. So there you go. You got some hometown love coming in. Appreciate that. And then we've got Miley, who is a phenomenal artist as well. And we've been talking a little bit just about entrepreneurship. And, you know, I think when people look at that definition, encouraging skills, those life decision-making, organization, teamwork, and appreciation of value and effort, these things that you've been talking about are great, whether you end up in the business world or not. And so, Jaden, before we close out, like, what's the easiest? How can people get in touch with you if they want their garbage can or bin clean, smelling good, with gloves that are environmentally disposed of in the appropriate ways? How can they get in touch with you?
Facebook and Gmail, but if you go on my Facebook, there's my Gmail.
Okay. And your Facebook page is
Jaden's Ben Bliss.
Jaden's Ben Bliss. So it's JAYDEN with the apostrophe S, Ben Bliss.
Yes.
Like that. How'd you come up with that name?
Honestly,
I mean, not the
really
Jaden
know.
name. You didn't have much choice on that, but the Ben Bliss.
I really don't know. I was just kind of thinking of a name that could catch on,
Okay, I like
good.
that.
Easy to remember.
Yeah,
that'll work.
yeah. JBB.
JBB. There you go.
JBB. There you go. We'll get Aaron Davis to go ahead and make a jingle with it and everything like that. JBB. I just sang on air, and that's my daughter's going to crush me for that, Harrison. Miley, what about you? Like, tell us, you've got this we're going to have you do an unveiling here. You've been drawing Harrison.
Yeah.
And so are you ready to go ahead and show the world?
Definitely not yet. I got one more.
Okay. You got to before we end up this episode. But but for you, like, how can people, if they want to, you've been at Juneteenth, you've done some things with Jen Landis, minute sketches. If people want to secure your talents, how can they do that?
I'm not really sure. I mean, they could contact you, and you can contact me about it, and then we can get whatever the heck.
You just got hired.
I love that agent right there. There you go. It's like Rich Paul right here. I'm gonna be the Rich Paul of anime. That's what I'm looking for. No, without question. Miley's been fortunate. She's gone ahead and drawn a picture of me, a self-portrait, and I love it. I have it hanging up. I framed it and everything. So we're gonna let you finish the Harrison's thing. But Jaden, before we end, finish the statement. Love is what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
Well, then we'll do this. Give us your sales pitch. You got 20 seconds. You want people to utilize your service. Tell us why you're better than the other people that are cleaning trash bins out there. Go ahead. 20 seconds. And speaking of that, Mike,
I don't know. Maybe like,
you want your commercial? Give us your 20-second commercial. I mean, we can't or you can just say, I just look good. When I come out, I just look good.
Well, maybe some people don't actually pick up after.
Okay.
Like, they don't leave they leave a huge mess. I actually pick up all the stuff, make sure there's no trash in the streets. Get all the, I don't know, stuff that I dumped onto the streets, put it in a trash bag so that I don't leave a mess.
Okay. We gotta get you a jingle on a tagline. You got a tagline, Jaden's Ben Bliss. When you just need that cute smile.
Like a tagline?
Yeah.
Like a
slogan. Yeah.
Oh, what was it? I kind of forgot. It was like cleaning. Can I look really fast?
Yeah. Go ahead. All right. Now we've got Miley before, because I don't want to run out of time. I want to make sure we get an unveiling. I know it might not be completely done.
Yeah.
But what do we got?
We got little doodles of this guy.
That's pretty accurate, though.
Yeah. I got
That
you.
is good.
I
And
got you saying golf tips down here from the earlier.
You know, for the short amount of time while hosting a show with people co-hosting shows, that's incredible.
I was going to say in the golf tips. So point out some of the characteristics on the ones. What stands out? What should we look?
The hair, because like I feel like good hair will make it go. Because I can see a little bit of spikes in it, and it's a little swoosh to the side. So I definitely had to do that. And the headphones.
Go ahead and hold it up. We can go. There you go.
And the headphones, like I had to make sure to get the headphones on there. And then I got him down here with the mic, just talking into it, saying golf tips from earlier.
That is incredible.
Love that. Real time. So available again. I'm not even gonna take 15% off the first 3. There you go, Jaden. Okay, you got your slogan.
Yeah, it was handling the dirty work one bit at a time.
Handling the dirty work one man at a time.
One bin.
Oh, one bin at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I like that. We're gonna have to go ahead and make that happen. Hey, before we leave, any last things? Miley, you're one of the most reflective people I know. Finish the statement. Love is.
I'm gonna make a joke here. Love is me. You know, because I say that because my middle name is actually Love.
Love that. You know what? That isn't a joke. That's the real deal right there. Hey, Miley Love. So I want to thank both of y'all being out here today in the studio. Miley, want to thank you. I'm looking forward to you having a phenomenal year. Jaden, hey, handling one bin with love at a time. We'll see you next week on 93.7 The Ticket.